OK, we do have some breaking news about a signing. Sunderland have announced that an agreement has been reached with Central Coast Mariners for the transfer of Nectarios Triantis.
Bonza signing Nectarios Triantis is one of 10 children and credits his 7 brothers for the support that has enabled him to make it in the A-League. His older brothers Peter and Chris Triantis both played for the A-League for over a decade, with the latter briefly at Metz early on. Nectar, however, is the greatest Aussie centre-half since Bailey Wright laced up some boots. A year ago, he was unheard of and sat in the reserves of Western Sydney Wanderers, a traditionally mid-table A-League side. The reach of Sunderland's scanning network these days is staggering. Nectar of Atlantis managed just 1 game for Western Sydney in the 2021 season. Not seeing any pathway into the first team, though, he left to join Central Coast Mariners, an unfancied A-League team that not too many years ago had considered moving franchise due to their poor catchment area and performances. It was something of a surprise then to see Nocturnal Trifecta start the first game of the season when it kicked off back in October, given that he was brought to add depth to the squad. However, he seized his chance and he hasn't looked back, becoming one of the A-League's standout stars this season.
Managed to get bodies back in the way. Protects it.
His performances have led him to being selected for the Young Socceroos in the Asian Cup in Uzbekistan earlier this year. He played in all 3 group games fairly solidly, apart from this howler of an underhit back pass to gift Qatar a goal in what would be their only goal in a 9-1 thrashing.
What a disaster!
The Young Socceroos, however, advanced to the quarterfinals against the hosts, with the winner earning a place in the Under-20 World Cup. Neutron Trident played very well, showing some pace to make up defensive ground at times, blocking shots, and was then the first to volunteer to step up in the penalty shootout and buried this.
Who goes to the FIFA Under-20 World Cup? Triantis composes himself and scores. Emphatic penalty.
Sadly, Australia lost on penalties, and that was the end of the tournament for them. He finished the season with improving performances for Central Coast Mariners, helping them to take 2nd place and a slot in the playoffs. They made it to the grand final just 3 weeks after he turned 20, where Nectarios put in an assured performance to help the Mariners to a 6-1 thumping of Melbourne City.
How important has that partnership been? We talked about the soccer.
And after the celebrations had died down, it brought him to us. The feeling in Australia is that he is destined for the Premier League and likely to become a full Socceroo later this year. I imagine he'll start as backup for us, but that's what Central Coast thought too when they signed him just a year ago. Well, Nectarios, welcome to Sunderland. I can't wait to see you home and away this season.